some point. Good evening, I think. I hope. I don't know because there's a delay. In fact, there's a freeze.
Good
So
evening.
there we go. We're live. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry that there was Lee's wrecking the joint. Late notice for this one this evening, but we were getting stuck into some writing and thought it might be worth coming online and saying hello and seeing what you guys are doing. And we're actually joined for the first time ever by Mr. Lee Harris. Hi, Lee.
All right.
How you doing?
So I was joking to Will earlier that as a premium Blacklist subscriber, you get to both see Lee's chin and maybe talk to him because it's exclusive bass player access.
Yeah, you don't normally get to see him.
Yeah.
Lucky people.
Your added value, you are, mate.
Lucky
Added
people.
value. No, but yeah, we've got a few things to talk about and share. But I'm just looking at the feed. Please feel free to pop in any questions that you have
Absolutely.
for us regarding anything, anything really, but particularly Black Lakes related. We have some of the demos to share with you, and to what do you call? I suppose it would be a pre-announcement.
A pre-announcement.
Yeah,
A pronouncement.
A pre-announcement. James has also got a Viking helmet on for reasons that we don't fully understand.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go outside without this on now. It protects me.
Oh, I see. Protects you to stop your face getting getting hit. So I'm half reading the comments in the Blacklist general chat.
Is there stuff going on in the Blacklist general chat?
So the new music is just too good; it can't be interrupted. Yeah, well, I hope so. It's still, there's a lot of. Well, I was just talking to the guys now. I think we've got more than 20 demos now in the folder. So there's a lot of good music around and more to be added. But none of it's really finished at any stage. It's still very much being written. So yeah, I think for a lot of people it's been quite the year so far. Obviously James has managed to turn himself into half man, half beast by falling down and smashing himself up.
Good times.
How are you feeling now, James?
I'm probably 80%. 80% well.
80% well.
Yeah.
Is that enough to want to take the helmet off?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just thought I'd check.
Yeah.
But I think if you are, for those of you that are and may not be, but if you are with us in Nottingham on the 27th of this month, I believe James will be back for that gig, which is it's been. I mean, obviously, gig wise, it's not been too many, but it's been 3 months. It's been 3 months, so it's. But it's. I think it's the most. What's the word?
Calm the band's been.
Well, that as well.
Stable.
But no, definitely the longest period we've had someone who has been physically incapacitated out of the band.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, we've all been unwell here and there, and COVID and all sorts of blights.
It's been a bit of a run, hasn't it?
Yeah, this has been the longest period we've ever had to be a person down. So yeah, you get to come back for Nottingham, James.
Can't wait.
For as much as I have missed having you on stage, I will admit that when we got to Sheffield and we got up on that stage, I did think, this stage is fucking high. I'm so glad James is because he would have really, really hurt himself.
Your legs would just gone into your body.
The stage from the floor was probably about the top of the Mac, if not higher.
So literally, if you stood up at the front of the stage, you would be at the stage.
It's crazy.
It was very high.
Okay.
It was very high. But yeah, it worked quite well. It was
a good stage though. Yeah,
it was good fun. Good sound in there as well.
It was good sound.
It sounded quite good. So I know this is a little bit. I wouldn't say because we've been so busy. It's not so much last minute, but we wanted to make sure that we came live for you. So like I say, do please ask your questions.
Ask any questions
and fire anything away at us that you want to do so. But yeah, like I say, before this sort of 20 minutes or so is up, we'll play you some of the new demos and talk about what might come your way tomorrow.
So let me just check some YouTube settings because Gina's telling me that this video is set to private and so no one's joined it.
Oh, I see.
Oh no.
Oh, we'll start again then.
Well, we can find out.
Okay.
We might still be live.
I'll
I
just-
mean, we are live,
Yeah, sure.
technically, and we are recording, so that
Sure.
will go on to the
Gotcha.
thingy. Let's just.
I'm just messaging now. Can anyone see us? Nikki said I stayed awake for this. What a tease.
Right, now they should be able to join the chat. Right, that should be working now. We should start to see people hop on board. We've just been talking
We've
merrily
just been talking for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
This is going to be really good when we watch it back. Oh, you can edit
Right.
the first 5 minutes.
Hi, Nikki. We have been actually here. I mean, where have you been? You guys are late. We're not late. We're never late.
So we are now going to talk about what we just spent 5 minutes talking about. I
I'm
thought it was quiet.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Sorry. So yeah.
We've been chatting at you for the last six minutes or so, wondering why you guys were chatting in the Blacklisted feed on Facebook and not in the chat here. Turns out it's because you couldn't get on the chat here. So there'll be at least 5 or 6 minutes of unseen bonus
content.
footage that you can
Yeah.
go back and watch
Yeah.
after the live stream's over because we were just chatting to ourselves. Oh
But just to
dear.
recap over that. Hi everybody. We wanted to make sure we came live tonight. We have been trying to do some music this evening. Although I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but the weather's pretty horrific down here. So bridges have been shut. So poor old Will has taken 3.5 hours to get here this evening. So but we have
3.5 hours to drive what, like 20 miles?
yeah,
It's like
not
Sheffield.
far. Not
Yeah,
far.
I
It's-
could've
you
got- I
could
could've gone to
literally
Sheffield
could have
that
got to
time.
Sheffield, could have got to the last gig. So we've
Unbelievable.
already covered all of the music, all of the announcements. So it's fine. We're going to say goodnight. No.
Good night.
So we've been working on some new demos. So I was saying once we were live, even though we weren't live, and now we are, we've got about a good 20 or 25 or so demos now happening for what will eventually become the new record. I'm pretty excited. Lots of good stuff in there. Really pleased with everything that we've been working on. I think it's likely that we will be playing new music in the upcoming tour. I mean, obviously not too many, but certainly, one or two. And we're also saying, James, hopefully you'll be back with us in Nottingham on the 27th.
Yeah, I look forward to it. It's been too long.
I was going to say, we were just reminiscing before anyone could actually see us that it's been 3 months. I don't think we've ever had a person down for that long in the band before.
No, managed
know-
a couple of practices recently,
Yeah,
which is good.
yeah.
But just been building up my physical and mental health. Get back, which is a shocker, really. But
Helen says, "What's with the mask?" He's like Phantom of the Opera. It's his new thing.
it's more like fucking Elephant Man. If you see my face, it's
It's-
absolutely grotesque.
It's not that bad.
It's like
You remember back in the day
It's a
in
slight
the
improvement on what it was. So
WWE when they had Kane and the
yeah,
Undertaker,
yeah.
and Kane had that leather mask, and they
Yes.
always used to say that he was horrifically
He's
scarred
disfigured,
yeah.
from the Undertaker setting fire to their house.
yeah,
And then the day when he took his mask off, and the commentators had to scramble, and they were like,
He got-
emotional scars.
Yeah.
They were emotional
He got
scars.
better.
Yeah.
That's what you're dealing with now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Your face is all
Well-
but healed, but the emotional scars are why you now wear a mask.
You've seen Total Recall, yeah?
Nope.
Seen that? You've not seen
Yeah,
Total
I've
Recall?
seen both of them.
Seen the guy?
Unfortunately,
You know what I'm talking about, Harry.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy with the face. That's me now.
The guy with the face.
it's not. James is but fishing for far too much attention. He looks completely normal, apart from maybe a little.
Well, let's not go
a
that
little
far. He
scar or
looks
two
like
on his head.
James.
I mean, I saw the scar before the scar was there. I saw it when it was the wound, and it was a pretty good wound, to be fair. So yeah, you're gonna have to change. Will you have to change your stage position so that you hide it more? We're gonna have to swap sides.
We'll just ask for the
I was
lights
thinking
down
about-
on that side.
Think about getting a new man.
Please
know?
don't.
Yeah, as Lee said, I think that would be a little bit too half a sleep token.
Half a sleep token.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that one there. Look at that. Looks pretty cool.
He's still in your look, mate. He's still stealing our shit. Yeah. We also said we're very pleased that Lee is with us this evening. So it's great to have him with us. And we were just making a joke earlier on between ourselves that blacklisted members get exclusive access to the bass player, which no one else ever gets to.
Premium content, isn't it?
Yeah, premium content. The bass player.
So we're all going to step out now and just leave you and Lee.
Yeah, and Lee's going to cover the next 20 minutes. No,
Yeah.
not at all. But if you have any questions or any curiosities about the new record, please do fire them into the chat. Like we say, it'll only be a relatively short one this evening, and we will play you some of the new demos before we come to the end of the call. And also, we will be teasing a announcement. Yeah,
Nicky Walker says, "Announcement, please."
We're gonna be pre-announcing something. I mean, I know it's
pronouncement.
I know it's a bit naff when you have to announce that you're announcing, but we genuinely aren't allowed, or we would be killed if we announced the thing. But suffice to say that you are getting first notice.
Can we say what it's not?
It's
I mean, only like we can say
we're not launching our own airline.
We're not. I mean, the album's not coming out tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, and nor is it a new line of merch because we've just, obviously.
That's worth saying. Thank you very much to everyone. I think most of the Blacklisted have got their Symmetry hoodie already, which is absolutely incredible. It really does make a big difference when you guys, buy that buy a new line that quickly. It really does help because like we said in the past, we tend to go for the more expensive option and we buy it all up front. So it really hurts us to do it, but seeing the orders come in makes it, all the more bearable. And we're really, really, really pleased at the reaction to the design. We're really pleased with that design as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've agonised over that for a bit, and there are lots of challenges to get this one off land. I know it might seem like a really easy, simple design that you've got it, but you probably would believe the amount of time, effort, and money that goes into trying to make something like that happen. Literally, intercontinental artists and a lot of money to get that made. So it's great that everyone was liking it. And thank you ever so much for everyone that has already pre-ordered their Black Lake Symmetry hoodie. In all seriousness, though, Will, I think we both said, I know I said, I would wear one. I want to have one, genuinely.
Can we?
I love the way that you're asking me permission for something when
please,
we're
sir,
live.
Please, sir, if you're going to ask if we could ask, because you're going to ask
if I was to say what I was going to say, you'd be like, "James, don't say that."
Exactly.
So we're having the conversation now about it.
Check.
So right. on that, sloppy.
Say it again.
The design. Are we going to say about the stuff that we've been doing this week with the design?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, you and me went.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, yes. So that design will be, I guess it's fair to say, will be used in other places as well.
There's a deeper meaning to the word symmetry here.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Yeah, so more will be revealed, but yeah, that's a fair point, James. Yeah, I think that is a good design, and I'm quite pleased with it.
Helen's asked, are there any extra bands for the Swansea gig?
Nah.
I don't know.
Well, probably, but we don't know.
Yeah,
in all seriousness, I think that they might be looking at adding some local openers. If you've got any suggestions, Helen, please let us know, and we can pass that on to the promoters of the tour and let them know. So if you think there's someone locally that people will want to see play with us and want to come out, we have been, amongst other things, speaking to a band from Switzerland this week as well. So it's all been going on, not necessarily for that show. I just mean in general. So we get a lot of requests for different bands to play with us. And come on, but yeah, all suggestions are welcome, Helen. James is just sharing like a Phantom of the Opera type mask with Lee.
Jesus. There's nothing wrong with your face, James.
It's ugly.
It's no,
Larry's saying it's not working for me for some reason. We'll duck out now and catch up later tomorrow.
If he refreshes it, probably
Jesus
work.
Just saying go back out and back in.
Yeah, it's probably because I stuffed it up by setting it up as a private stream, so the only people who could watch this was us, and we were in it. So
I love that we were streaming to ourselves for 5 minutes. It's pretty special.
Like I said, it's like the DVD bonus content. You can go back to the start of this after it's over and watch the first 5 minutes. It's amazing.
Absolutely. So I was just thinking to try and make things a bit more fun and a bit more random. There are, I think there are currently 20 demos or maybe 19. So keep it. But randomly type in the number that you'd like to hear. They're not in any particular order either. So you would just get a random sharing or representation. So stick a number in the feed and then we'll maybe play a little bit of that demo. Well, it's just
madness.
Why is that madness? It's the fairest and easiest way of doing it.
Madness. We've already got one in at 13.
13. Wow.
What's 13?
I don't know.
I can't get on.
That's the point. We'll find it on Will's laptop. It'll be fine. I can't remember how we did that last time. Do you remember how we played some of it?
We'll just play it through the speakers. They'll come through the mic. They won't sound as great.
But what I mean is James hasn't got the internet anymore, is he?
No, but he can.
Yeah,
you can still play some music.
I can get Wi-Fi. Hang on. Let me just look in the shared folder. What number is it?
Yeah, okay.
Number 13.
Yes.
13, 13, 7, 6, 8, 3.
Wow,
Okay.
randomness.
You got to add all those up.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Divide them by.
How much of this are we playing?
Oh.
Are we sharing any of the working title?
I mean, if people want to hear what the working title is, they can. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it may not end up being called that, but you know,
At the moment, yeah.
at the moment it's called James Messed Up Face. No.
So if I start playing this, people will have to give me feedback on whether it goes up or down.
You might need to. No, it should be loud enough,
Should
I guess.
be fairly loud. Let's
So you
find
say
out.
the working title of this is I Remain at the
Yes.
moment.
So literally, I remain.
You think I'll hear it? No, maybe then. People hear it? No. But it's too faded down, James. That.
People can't hear that now.
Bobbing heads only and no sound.
Oh,
no,
wow.
no sound.
It must be the background noise suppression, I suspect.
Ah, this is
It's going well.
it's going really well tonight. I tell you.
We will solve and remedy that.
How can we make that make sound? I wonder if we turned it up really loud, whether it would be unavoidable for the background filter on the microphone.
I can turn it up really, really loud.
Go back to the beginning of the song. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to do it one more time and deafen ourselves in here on the grounds that will probably make it cut through the suppression on the microphone, which is meaning that you're not hearing it now. So we'll give it one more go. So it's going to be very, very loud in here. So let us know.
Really quick.
Let us know whether or not you're hearing it, because we're definitely going to be hearing it.
My neighbours are going to be like,
Yeah, James's neighbours are definitely.
It should be.
So let's try this again.
it's so bloody loud.
It's all good.
So
What we'll
loud.
do is I will bounce out a snippet and then we'll email a small snippet, or we'll find some other way of getting the music.
I can't believe the microphone's good enough
Yeah.
to block that out.
I can't remember how we shared the music last time in the same way.
Nikki says, "I hope your neighbours liked it though."
Yeah.
I think they absolutely hated it.
But we will fix that problem. As you can tell, it has been quite the day, and we just wanted to make sure that we came online for all of you guys and pass on our appreciation.
Oh, I know what I could do.
You can
Hold
play it
on.
on-
I reckon I can get to it a different way. How do I?
It's on Google, isn't it?
Oh no, yeah, but that means trying to figure out how to do stuff
Yeah, sorry.
on the fly.
It's all right.
You can do
I'll keep talking.
Do-
Just to be a bit more official about it, I'm hoping everyone can still hear me, although I can no longer see you because Will's doing other things on the screen that we're casting from. There will be a exciting, I think, and pleasing gig announcement tomorrow. So make sure you are across the socials tomorrow. Certainly, I know we're all looking forward to that being announced.
Yep.
And so we want to give all of you guys the first awareness of that. So there will be a Black Lakes announcement tomorrow, but you may not hear it from us first, if that makes sense. So we will see what everyone thinks of that. But yeah, we're super excited.
Right. This third time's a charm. You should now be able to hear a segment of I Remain because it'll be coming straight through the live feed. So let's give this a try.
Let's see what happens and check.
So let us know.
for that song tonight. So I guess it's probably fair to say, let me just quickly get the demo folder up, because I want to make sure everyone has a better update on where we're at. So there is a song that some of you may have heard live in the Gifford, which is tentatively titled either Dead Inside or Novocaine, which is pretty close to being finished. I know that we shared a small snippet of a demo song called Wildfire in one of the last streams, so that's pretty close. We have another song that is going to be called, or has a working title of either Shatterpoint or Oblivion, and that's pretty close, I would say, to being in a place where it's recordable and shareable. We're working on that one. I Remain Tonight. I know there are there's lots of good songs. So can we scroll back up to the numbers a minute and then find out what the numbers are, and I will say what the working titles
13, 13, 7.
And when they go on at a time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13. So funny enough, the demo number 13 is Shatterpoint, which I think people would like, and maybe we'll play a very brief snippet of that in a little bit, because that's sounding pretty good as well, I would say. And then what was the next number?
We've got a few 7s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, ironically, that's I Remain.
There you
That's
go.
bizarre. That is bizarre.
6.
A 6, the one before that, Crumbs. I mean, we literally...
It's got a song called Crumbs.
Yeah, I sent over to... I know you love my use of the word crumbs. Whoops-a-daisy. I sent this over earlier today. It's a bit of a ballady one that is still very early, and that is rather vulnerably called at the moment, Hole in My Heart. But I don't know whether it'll end up being called that, but we will see.
I like that one. Hole in My Heart's going to be a beast.
I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I can tell.
And then what's the...
8 and 3.
8 and 3. So I Remain with 7. So 8 has got a really splendid working title of Newness. Because I remember when I wrote it, I was like, oh, this is new. So it was called Newness. Clever. So clever. And then 8 and 3, do you say?
Yeah, 3.
So 3 is Dead Inside.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't know, in a moment, before we leave, maybe we'll queue up a little bit of Shatterpoint.
Lee says, no. Lee, Helen says you look bored.
He always looks fucking bored.
That's his resting face.
Yeah, it's got resting base face. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, Lee doesn't get excited easily. I mean, he honestly puts it all out there on the stage, and then other than that, it's usually pretty chill.
Yep.
Pretty subdued. Nice.
I think a few people in the chat are talking about the potential for the announcement tomorrow, and what I would say is, if you think you might have an idea of what it is, then just sit on that until tomorrow. Don't get us in any trouble at all, please.
No, indeed. So all we are making you aware of as Blacklisted members is there will be some form of announcement tomorrow involving Black Lakes, but in no way are we saying what that is until that is officially announced tomorrow. However, I'm sure some of you may be able to maybe speculate as to what that may be, and we will wait and see if that speculation is true or not. But if you do think you know what you think it might be, even though there's no way of knowing, please don't share or say that with anyone else, because it can get us into a whole bunch of hot water, and we do not.
And then we'll be quickly unannouncing the announcement, because
exactly.
we'll be told no.
So
It's that 80s Butlins weekend with, with Bros and that.
Although to be fair, given HRH and other venues, we've played our fair share of Butlins, ironically, if you know what I mean. You never think joining a rock band you'd end up playing so many Butlins that you do, but you do.
Nikki said she's so excited she accidentally, maybe not accidentally, but she hit the shit emoji.
Wow,
So,
nice. I like that expression. I like the idea that,
I'm
oh
so
my God,
excited I could shit.
I hit the shit emoji. I like the idea of hitting the shit. That's amazing. But yeah, all will be revealed tomorrow. And I'm sure, well, in fact, I'll know that we'll follow that up with our own social posts. So if you happen to not be aware or involved of other announcements in other Facebook groups or, rock scene announcements, I'm sure we'll definitely post that as well. But we wanted you to be the first people to be aware that something was going to be announced tomorrow, along with snippets of music.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we are 20 demos in March 26. This is where we are with the record. Yeah, what would you say, James? What would you say about the new record, if you had to give a few words or a bit of a summary on what you think's happening? Still feels very early to me, if you know what I mean. But what would you feel?
It's new Black Lakes, but it's
Thanks, James. No, go on.
Surprise! We're re-releasing the first album.
Yeah.
Well, there are bands that just repeat the same formula, and we have not repeated the same formula album 1 to 2,
Sure.
and this feels like a departure from album 1 and 2, but it's still Black Lakes.
Yeah, it's still Black Lakes.
Quintessential Black Lakes.
It's still Black
But,
Lakes.
you know,
But I'd say it's definitely evolving.
version 3.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. What about you, Will? How would you describe how the demos are coming together at the moment?
What would be a good portmanteau of exciting and frustrating?
Portmanteau.
What on earth is portmanteau?
Oh,
That's
we've
a
been
great
here
expression.
before. You put the
What?
two words
When
together.
you put two words together to make one word.
Oh, I see.
Like I've got
Oh, I
a
see.
colleague at work
Okay, all right.
called Joff.
Like
and
Brangelina.
today, Joff was working out of the office, and
So
I
is
told
that-
everyone he was Joffis today.
Joffis, yeah, exactly.
That's a portmanteau.
Portmanteau, I like it.
So what would be like
Nice.
frustrated? Frustrated. No, that just sounds like an Aussie.
Yeah,
saying
so
they're
like you're
frustrated.
frustrated and excited.
Yeah.
Frustrated.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we are,
exactly.
but album three is called
I'm
frus-
extrusted.
Yeah, extremely
I don't know.
frustrated.
So yeah, I find it as equal parts frustrating as I do exciting, because I hear new demos and I go, oh fuck yeah, let's do that one, and then I go, oh now we've got to work on that one. It'll take us months.
Yeah.
I just want to hear it and get it out and let everyone hear it.
Yeah, the process can be long-winded.
Mm.
Because again, it's fascinating that 3.5 minutes or so, sometimes longer, of music genuinely takes months to get to the sound and the quality. And I know everyone appreciates that because you're all music fans, but sometimes when you think about it, like all of that, a huge, unbelievable effort just for that amount of stuff at the end. But you know, we're super grateful for the way everyone responds to it, so it makes it all worthwhile. But I do think we are recognised. I'd like to think we're recognised for the quality, I hope, of our music. So you know, long may that continue. As opposed to, you know, plenty of people are going to be banging out AI dross at the moment, right? So
Yep.
Lee, any reflections on album 3?
I'm still not going to play the banjo. Look at what you say.
Fuck's sake.
We'll
got
keep
this,
trying.
we got this really good banjo part that we wanted to play in, but no. I think you're liking Dead Inside, aren't you? You're enjoying that live.
Yeah, yeah.
You're enjoying that song that we're playing. I think, like you will, I think that if we do get to play Wildfire coming up soon, I think that'll be really fun, and I'm excited to see how people respond to that live.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that should be good. And just again, I know we say it a lot, but I make no apologies for doing so. I just want to thank you all for helping us and supporting us. I know it's still early, and I know there isn't a lot of, you know, physical output yet from the record, but it is coming, and I'm
It like takes one big leap, doesn't it? At one point.
Yeah, it does.
It's like slow, and then suddenly
yeah,
it goes.
absolutely.
You see it all start to come together then.
It's funny, isn't it? Because we obviously were doing the demos for ages, and you're like, I don't really feel like we've got that far. But when you put them all together, you're like, oh right, this one's quite close. Oh, this one's good. This one's quite. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh right, I can hear. You know, there's a lot of stuff ready to go. So you're right. It'll suddenly leap forward at some point.
So I have to buy new
Couple
strings.
of
Yeah,
things in the chat.
For tracking, you will, yeah. So if you're unaware, and again, in boring music thing before we get to the questions, bass strings are generally about £4,000 a string. For whatever reason, bass strings, they're slightly thicker. I mean, not a fair bit thicker, but they're extraordinary amounts of money. They're generally about 50 quid a pack, aren't they? If sometimes,
Yeah,
if not more.
just over 50 quid. I did like hand wound ones I use.
Yeah, so there's a very much an in musical joke about bass players never change their strings because
It's
generally
true.
you don't.
It's true.
But on a new record, you want a nice fresh set of strings. So yeah, you will have to invest in fresh strings.
Well, that means I'm not using Di's guitar again, because I'm sure I fucking bought strings last time. And he had them for his fucking guitar.
He's not stupid, that boy. He's not stupid.
Oh, you need to use my guitar because it sounds better.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It does now because it's got these strings on it.
Remortgage the strings, exactly. Yeah. And again, Di's actually moving house at the moment, which is why he's not with us at the moment. So that's definitely contributing to you know, him being busy as well. So it's been quite the first few minutes of it. Anyway, Will, you were saying there's questions.
There's a few questions in comments. Alan says, "Is there a drop date for the new album?" No, there is not.
No.
It is obviously being worked on, but there is no way we want to put a date on it at this point. That creates unnecessary pressure. And
worse, it's you guys then are only going to be disappointed when that date doesn't get met.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we will just say later.
They will Black Legs album 3 come. What I would say though is I think you will hear new music before you need to wait for the record, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, it won't be hopefully too long, as in hopefully less than 6 months before there's new music to be consumed, if not shorter than that with any luck. But again, a lot of things have to line up, producers, time, etc. But yeah, you know, you won't have to wait a long time, as long for new music, even if we are a little bit off the new record.
Absolutely.
But interesting question.
Nikki says launch party and tour. I mean, we've mentioned briefly before about the application for the grant, and
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
and
cool.
one of the things that we've sort of put into that application was regarding supporting the album once it launches. So there is the possibility that we would do a little tour to support the album. But obviously, again, as with the launch date for the album, there is no dates or anything, nothing even loosely penciled in at this point. But yeah, there will definitely be at least one launch party, if not more than one.
Yeah.
Andy says, "Do you give your songs random titles before you decide on a proper title?" Yes.
Well, it depends. I think some songs come with lyrics or ideas already, and then some songs come just with the music. So it depends. But having been in other bands where demos or titles are literally called stupid things like, My Dog 2, My Dog Poos, it gets very confusing. So as much as those titles might not stick, at least they're all distinct, because otherwise it gets very, very confusing to have demo 1, demo 6, demo 7, etc. So
Dies a Pearl does a great job at naming.
yeah, I've tried to encourage him.
One of the ones that stick in my mind, 111.
Yeah.
Why'd you call it 111? Because it was the tempo of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Check.
sense.
Done.
Done. Next.
I mean, we didn't have to guess the tempo for that one.
I mean,
we spent 5 minutes trying to work out the tempo of Iron Maiden this evening. We didn't have to do that with 111.
That is true.
Absolutely true. But then on the other side, it can. Well, I mean, again, this is blacklisted content, right? So I hope he doesn't mind me talking about it. But Di, not that long ago, lost a relative, and then put in a demo that is called Wings of Cancer. So clearly that has a deep and personal meaning for him. And you're like, oh my god, I better like this song, because obviously it's been quite a personal journey. So it really does depend what's happening. And sometimes songs have demo titles that try and be reflective of what the song is. I mean, I've definitely been guilty in the past of calling something hard and heavy, or soft and slow, or whatever, just to and then also, what was the word you used for putting words together?
Portmanteau.
Portmanteau is putting bands together that I like, or it reminds me of. So there's definitely been a few songs that have been called, I don't know, Def Chains, because it reminds me of Alice in Chains and the Deftones together. So but I don't think Def Chains itself will ever see the light of day. But yeah, it was still a working title.
Nikki's asking, how's the mic stand? Is there any luck, or are we going down the GoFundMe route? And I've already said there will absolutely never be a GoFundMe route available for making a mic stand happen. I couldn't bring myself to ask people to do that, but I have taken it apart. I have put back together the bits that were a bit loose in the base, which is about my extent of the extent of my working knowledge for how that thing is set up. The next step is to replace the charging unit, because I think that was fried. So I've bought a new one. It's somewhere in the ether, making its way to me, and then we will plug it in and see what happens. I'm praying that now that I've put it back together, all it needs is a new charger, but we'll find out.
Fingers crossed, and we'll fix it no matter what happens. What I would say though is that ready for the tour, because I know many of you, which is amazing, come to more than one show, which is mind blowing, and please continue to do so. But we are pushing, or trying to push, to get to some new, not major production changes for the tour, but certainly some things you'll notice that'll perhaps be slightly different for the upcoming tour, which will be quite nice. I mean, ideally, of course, we want the Parkway Drive absolute incendiary fire show, right? Have you seen those guys?
Yeah.
It's mental, and I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing, but we're not quite at those production values, but certainly we're trying to push the envelope a little bit for the upcoming tour, which will be good fun. All kind of testing and trialing things out for Black Lakes 3.0, when we are doing the new record cycle promotion in earnest.
Absolutely. And Nikki, no, it's not unicorn related, I'm sorry to say.
Although I'm kind of tempted. Although, James, I know I've taken a long time. So, we did in our previous band like a unicorn, zebra, rainbow thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm on board with that. I reckon we could do a rainbow zebra Black Lakes. Why not? Well, as you can see, we'll never let it pass. It's fine.
I wanted to do the My Little Pony thing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm still down for that.
I know, yeah. Unicorns I'm on board with. My Little Pony can't do it. Yeah, exactly right.
See what I'm working with here?
Yeah, no, but
Such double standards.
but yeah, it would be like we said, black rainbows, right?
Yeah.
Black rainbows are fine.
Yep.
But yeah, it should be good fun to do that, and that is not obviously the last of the new merch lines as well, which is quite exciting. So looking forward to some of the other stuff that's coming on that. But again, that has been even more fucking arduous than that hoodie.
Yeah.
it's been like pulling a tapeworm out of your ass. That's what it's been like.
Wow.
Yeah. But we're nearly there.
I don't know what that's like.
I know, do I? But I can imagine it ain't pleasant.
But it might be.
That's why we invited Lee.
I mean, imagine getting the tapeworm out of your ass.
So no, you.
Satisfying, I guess, if nothing else.
It's a fairly logical critique. Do I know how a tapeworm coming out of your ass feels? I do not.
Ask AI.
No, I'm not.
You
Gonna.
can use it AI.
We're out in James's sort
It's
of
battering it down.
man cave,
It is.
Black Lakes HQ, and the reason I keep looking up is because the rain is hitting the roof
Yeah.
so hard. I'm
Yeah.
worried we're actually going to float off down the street in a minute.
I don't know what the weather's like with you guys, wherever you are, but it is certainly moist in the South
We're all
Wales
staying
region.
here now tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all just going to kip here.
It's not safe to leave.
Absolutely. Lee makes a great pillow, so I'm looking forward to that. Which is good.
Right, I think we need to wrap things up.
Sure.
We're going to play a little bit of something else.
Yeah, James. We are. Oh no, you're
No,
going to
I'm
play
on it.
some
I'm on
of
the controls.
Shatterpoint. please.
Shatterpoint.
Yeah, I think so.
So we will.
And then also, not that we're going to announce any of them, but just for some slightly more news, I think as far as I checked today, I think we've already got 6 or 7 shows in for the 2027 calendar as well, which is quite exciting. So
Yeah, we can't tell you about any of them, but we
no,
have got
absolutely
them.
not. But they do exist. 2027 is a thing already.
Booking now for
Like that, James?
2027.
I'm seeing if that is a baritone. Just reached out.
Yeah, okay.
The other one's definitely.
That's a solo. Yeah, that's
How many
nice.
guitars do you need, bro?
Yeah.
Well, actually, well, Scott's already planted the idea in my head that I might need a baritone guitar for the next album. And,
Yeah.
You know,
I speak the truth.
because the songs are going to be heavier.
Yeah, so you need a longer neck to have the lower tunings.
And we're always telling him to wind his neck in.
Yeah, but yeah, I am. I've been looking at guitars today, literally.
Isn't it just done by the pedal?
It can
can
be,
be,
but
it
generally
can be.
speaking, it's a bit like AI, I suppose. The closer you can get to the actual tuning before you digitally drop, the better. But we're being a bit
I understand.
But we're being a bit purist about it. So you could drop it 6 tones, but it's making the machine do too much work. Sorry, Will, we're getting very nerdy and guitar-y for a minute.
It's all good. It's all good.
And yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. I don't know, have we got it lined up already?
Yep.
Oh, amazing. So a double exclusive. We're hearing snippets of more songs, and thank you ever so much. We will once the tour is out of the way now in the next few weeks, I would imagine that a lot of the summer will be spent typical us really. It's summer, so we're going to be stuck in the studio, not outside.
We
in
need to
true-
rethink that next time.
in true continuity.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, like, let's make the record in the autumn, right, or the winter. But it's not the way how the industry works, is it? Everyone tours in the autumn because people want to go to gigs. In the summer, everyone's at festivals and/or making
Fair
records.
point,
But it's mad though, isn't it? But yeah, we'll be again boiling hot, trying to make dark black gothic music in the summer.
Absolutely, that's the best time to do it.
Yeah.
Right, we will love you and leave you guys. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
for this very spare of the moment live stream.
I feel like because it's such a rare thing, Lee should have the final word on exclusive blacklisted
Well, just
content.
give me final words. Yeah.
That is true. You are right.
Right, let's have a little bit of Shatterpoint to leave this live stream, and we will definitely not leave it so long until the next Blacklisted broadcast. Apologies for the delay, like we
To
said
be
at the
fair,
beginning.
we have had a fractured skull and COVID and broken ribs and moving house. So, it has not been the smoothest of starts to the year for the band, but we are soldiering through. That's
Catch you
my
on this
excuses
one.
all in one
Yeah,
go.
that's all of the excuses.
Yeah, all the excuses.
We've used them up for the
They're
entire
good
year.
reasons. They're not excuses. They're good reasons.
Right, I'm going to play this for like, what,
Yeah.
30 seconds to a
30,
minute,
40 seconds, yeah.
and then
check
and
it
then
out.
we're going to end the stream,
I think
all
this
right,
might even have
guys?
some vocals on it, mightn't it?
Oh, God, no.
But again, the beginning's quite... song.
All right, bye guys. Catch you on the next one.
Well, that was technically seamless.
Do, do, do.